Okay, I'm with.
Welcome back, Toastmasters and guests. Now we enter into the evaluation portion of our meeting this evening. Today, we had a wonderful presentation by our very own Toastmaster, Angela, where she was doing the project Prepare to Speak Professionally, and her topic was the English language. The purpose of the speech was for Angela to practice developing and presenting longer speeches. I believe Angela met that criteria. Angela, you excel at engaging your audience and the use of humor in your presentation. I found the quiz portion of your presentation most entertaining and educational as well. For example, there was a term that I thought homely. If we say homely in Belize, it means cozy. It means comfortable. It's a homely atmosphere. It's a comfortable atmosphere. I did not know that it meant ugly. That was very informational to me. I have to be careful of how I use that term now. So I found your presentation engaging. It was full of humor, especially when you did the accent to show the difference between an accent and a dialect. Great job with that. Your engagement of the audience was on point. You excelled there. The use of humor in your presentation, again, you excelled there. And I commend you on that. My challenge for you, what I would like to see you work on. In your opening, you gave us your qualification. However, it was touched on in your introduction. And then you went into your work experience, which was relevant to your presentation, that you worked as an editor and you had to correct people grammar and punctuation, and that made you proficient in what you do. That was excellent for the opening. However, your qualification, normally that is touched on in your introduction. Whoever introduces you will point out your qualifications and why you are the person doing the presentation. So you might want to adjust that portion of your presentation a little. My challenge for you, and this I have continued to see growth in this aspect of your presentation when you're using PowerPoint. From the very first PowerPoint I saw you use to the one today, I have seen tremendous growth. However, I will challenge you to start using PowerPoint as a slideshow. There is an option in PowerPoint where you can have it turn into a slideshow and you simply click on it to move between the slides. That is my challenge for you. As it relates to your scoring, clarity, spoken language is clear and easily understood. I scored you at a 5. Vocal variety, the use of tone, speed, and volume control. I found that in this presentation, you are more animated with your voice. Excellent. I scored you at 5 again. Eye contact, effective use of eye contact to engage the audience. I scored you at a 4. There were times when I felt you were looking at a second screen or looking away from the audience. So I scored you at a 4 there. Use of physical gestures. I did detect when you point out we, as the Scottish would say, you signify with your hand that it was a little. It means little, and I commend you on that. We must animate our speeches with our body, and you did a great job there. Audience awareness. This demonstrates awareness of audience engagements and needs. Yes, you had a quiz, you had a question and answer, and you spoke on everything that was presented to you, that was question that was posed to you. So again, I scored you on a 5 on demonstrating awareness of audience and engagement needs. Comfort level. You were comfortable with the audience. I did not detect any nervousness from you, Angela. Excellent job. I scored you at a 5 again. Interest. Engage audience with interested, well-constructed content. I believe your content was engaging, it was interesting, and it was well-constructed. We all took away a lot from your presentation. So again, I scored you at a 5. Speech, content. Content is compelling enough to hold audience attention throughout the presentation. 18 to 20 minutes, That's a long presentation. That's almost a keynote address. And I did not doze off. I did not become bored. I was engaged throughout. So again, for the speech content, I scored you a 5. Angela, you did an excellent job with this 18 to 22 minutes presentation. I commend you. Guys, a round of applause for Angela.
Thank you. Thank you for your encouragement and for reminding me to work on the clicker. Yes, I must do that.
Excellent. Guys, we are at the end of our meeting. However, I would be remiss if I did not give you the counters report. For the counters report, Toastmaster Ottman sent me his file. He has no R's or crutches for Angela. For Anya, he has 2 R's. For Khalid, he had no R's, or other crutches or fillers. For Bonnie, he had 12 R's for Bonnie. For Isa, he had 11 R's. That is the counter report, thanks to Toastmaster Ottman. When it comes to accounting, I love to give my origin story where my crutch word was right. I did not realize I was saying right until I did my first presentation and the counter pointed out that I said right 17 times in a little 3-minute presentation. Now, it is all but removed from my speaking pattern. So one of the roles I loved in Toastmasters is the counting. Oftentimes, we do not realize we have crutches in our presentation until the counter gives his report. Then it becomes painfully obvious and we get a chance to improve. Guys, this was an excellent meeting. But before we close, I want to remind you all that we are not always in the best of moods or disposition, and it's difficult for us to be cheerful and jolly, although this is the time of the year to be so. Remember, it starts with a smile. If you smile with someone, they will smile back, and when someone smiles with you, what does it do? It makes you feel happy. So if you make someone else feel happy, you in turn will become happy. You can also be courteous. A good morning, a good afternoon, or a thank you to a perfect stranger will make that person's day. As one Toastmaster pointed out in his presentation, a kind word is oftentimes the best gift you can give someone. So even if you're not feeling cheerful and jolly, smile and be courteous. Toastmasters and guests, thank you for another wonderful meeting. But before we close, I would be remiss if I did not ask Elisa to give us her feedback on what she thought of our meeting today.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Hello everyone. This presentation, Angela presented. This is a wonderful presentation, and we enjoy this. But I'm afraid when she showed the big dictionary. I have this dictionary, but I cannot read out this dictionary. Another is all of you are very friendly. I like it. You know, this is today is my first day in this club. I hope I can learn and I can improve I can success and my plan will come. And we will become friends also. We will learn together and grow together also. I hope so. Thank you so much.
Yes, and we enjoy having you. And I personally commend you for stepping up not once, but twice and participating in the table topic session. I commend you for that. The process to growth starts with taking the first step, and today you took 2 steps. So congratulations to you. And we meet every Friday at the same time, so please feel free to come and join us again.
Yes, sure.
Well, once more, guys, thank you again for a
If you
great
hang
meeting.
on, I'm just typing in the link to the meeting tomorrow.
Oh,
Sure.
let me stop the transcript, otherwise it's going to block you. Oh, why don't we take a group picture?
Oh, yes, yes.
BL, are you going on your video? Right, wonderful. Hey, who is SIDS? Is that Willie's account?
It's just the account for the club. I
Okay.
normally sign into it as the host, and then I log in from another computer.
Okay, let me just hide the subtitle, and then everybody smile for Singapore International Dynamic Speakers. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Will you send that to us?
Yes, I'll send it to Angela. Then Angela can distribute it, right?
Yes, and can you send it to Edward as well? We're on different time zones.
Let me check whether I can send to the chat group. If I can, I'll send it to the chat group right now. That would be better, isn't it? Oh yeah, I think I could.
How do I print the chat group that's got all these meeting times in it?
You can save it. If you click on the 3 dot next to the chat,
Yes.
you can save chat.
All right, everybody, I gotta go. The photo is in your chat group. You can download the screenshot, and it's a pleasure meeting all of you. Thank you again, President Edward, and the speaker Angela, and Alex, and BL, and Ananya, and of course Eliza. Bye-bye.
Thank you for coming, Peter. Lovely seeing you.